Hello everyone, this is Ritika, Ambast, Assistant Professor at IIMT College of Management, Greater Noida, Bcom department. Today's my topic is Introduction of Company. So let's start with topic. First, we should know what is company. Then, company is a legal entity formed by a group of individuals to engage in and operate a business. At the same time, it is an artificial person created by process of law. If we talk about Act, which is a Companies Act 2013, it says any organization is company which is registered under Companies Act 2013 or any previous act. Which previous act? Which is a 1956. So company is nothing. It's a simple definition. Company is what? Company is any organization which is registered under Companies Act 2013 or any previous act. So we can say if any organization registered in Companies Act under Act 2013, it is a company. And it is also, we have discussed, it is an artificial person in the eyes of law and created by law. So if you want to know a company in better way, so we have to discuss its characteristics and a feature of a company. So we will discuss characteristics of a company first. First characteristic is separate legal entity. As its name suggests, companies has separate entity. This characteristic says, this feature says company has its own legal entity. It is separated from its owner. It has an independent corporate existence. It means it has some of the same rights in a law as a person. For example, it is able to enter in contracts, it can be sued, and it can sue and own property. So it is separated. It has a legal entity, so it is separated from its owner. Owner has invested money in starting a business, but it is different. It is separated from its owner. Next characteristic is limited liability. A company may be limited by share or a company limited by guarantee. If we talk about company limited by share, the liability of member is limited to the unpaid value of the share. For example, if the face value of share in a company is rupees 10 and a member has already paid rupees 7 per share, he can be called upon to pay not more than rupees 3 per share during the lifetime of a company. And if we talk about limited by guarantee, then the liability of member is limited to such amount as the member may undertake to contribute to the asset of the company of its being wound up. So in the first case, which is a limited by share, we can say any member's liability is a limited for unpaid value of the share. If in this case, in this example, where rupees 3 is unpaid, so the liability of a member is limited to rupees 3 per share. Next feature is a common seal. What is common seal? As we have discussed earlier, company is an artificial person and it has no physical existence. It must act through its agent, and all such contract entered into by its agent must be under the seal of the company. The common seal act as the official signature of the company. All because of it does not have a physical existence and company can't run its own. It needs a natural person and it needs a seal, common seal, the official signature of the company. The agent can use the official signature. And next characteristic is the transferability of a share. A name suggests, a name shows the transferability of what? Share. First, we should know what is share, the capital of a company. Because company needs money to run its function smoothly. So we are using these fund name as a capital. So capital of a company is divided into parts, which is called shares. These are the subject to certain condition, freely transferable, so that no shareholder is a permanently or necessarily wedded to company. As this is a important feature, which is transferability of share. From this feature, no shareholder is permanently connected to a company, as they can transfer the share from one by one to another number. Next feature is a separate property. Separate property. What do you mean by separate property here? As we know, the company is a separate artificial person created by law, and company is different from its owner. So company can sue and can enjoy, can buy property of its own name, and also the company can own, enjoy, or can dispose of property in its name. If company ABC Limited purchases a property or land and building, then the company can own or dispose by the name of ABC Limited. It it need not to be entered owner's name in purchasing of property. And next feature is a company is an artificial person created by law. In definition, the first page we have discussed the company is an artificial person, and it is also very important characteristic or a feature of a company. A company is an artificial person created by law. It is regarded as a legal person, capable of entering into contracts, owning property in its name, suing, and being sued by others. As a law is treated it as a person, as a human being. Next feature is voluntary association. Voluntary association of what? Voluntary association formed by an individual or group of individuals. Most companies are formed with the motive of profit making, except the Section 8. Section 8 company is an NGO, means non-profit organization, NPO. Profit earned is divided among the shareholder or saved for the future expansion of the company. As individuals are get connected for making company for some profitable goal, they want profit. They are not doing all the work for social service, except Section 8 company. Section 8 company is doing function for social work, but not other company. And they want profit from the company as they have invested money for it. Next topic, next feature is a capacity to sue and be sued. As we have already discussed, company is a person, artificial person in the eyes of law. So it can has capacity to sue and it can be sued also. A company can sue and be sued in its name and may even sue its member too. It also has a right to seek damages where defamatory matters is published about the company which affects its business, as it is a person. We are treating a company as a human being, so it can be sued too. For if you want company for in better way, we should discuss the types of company. There are many types of a company too. We have discussed characteristic. Now we should discuss the types of a company. We will discuss it one by one. First type is a public company. According to subsection 71 of section 2, a company is a public company that is not a private company and has a minimum paid up share capital. It's a so easy definition. The what is public company, which is not a private company. If company is not private, then it is a public company and it has a minimum paid up share capital. A public company is an association having 7 members or more and is registered under the Act. It is a definition. It is a feature of a public company. It has having the minimum member is 7. Any person wishing to acquire shares or debenture in a public company can do so by paying the price. The buying and the selling of shares and debentures are not restricted. The Act in subsection 2 of 58 provides that the shares and debentures of the public company shall be freely transferable. As we have discussed the feature transferability of share, I already told we can transfer the shares freely. So in case of public company, there are no restrictions like that. We can purchase the share and debenture and we can sell or we can transfer the share very freely. And the next case is the private company. What is private company? According to subsection 68 of 2, a private company is a company having a minimum paid up share capital as may be prescribed by the Act and restricts the right to transfer the shares. Limits the number of members to 200. Here, maximum limit is 200 members, and prohibits the invitation of public to subscribe for the securities of the company. Although the number of members is limited to 200, debentures can be issued to any number of person by private company. However, the invitation to subscribe for debenture is prohibited. Next type is a one-person company. As its name shows, the one person, it means in this type of company, there is only one single member, single owner is present. Under the Act of 2013, a single person can constitute a company. One person company is a kind of private company having only one member. With the introduction of the concept of one-person company, small business can now be corporatized. In OPC is one-person company. The legal as well as the financial ability is limited to the company alone. The conversion of OPC into a company under Section 8 of the Act has been barred by the Companies Incorporation Rule 2014. In this company, this type of company is a very simple. and there is only one member, one owner, single owner company, and it has a benefit. There is no division of a duty, so there is a no delay in decision making. And yes, but there is a limitation, which is all liability is bared by the single person. But yes, all the profit are also bear by the single member. So there is this is a main feature of one person company. Next is a statutory company. What is statutory company? Statutory companies are those companies that have been constituted by an act of parliament or a state legislature. The constitution, power, and scope of the activities of such companies or corporations are provided under a special enactment, which can be altered only and only by legislative amendments. The statutory companies, corporations are governed by a special act itself. Nevertheless, the Companies Act 2013 is also applicable to statutory corporations to some extent. In case of inconsistencies between the provision of the Special Act and the Companies Act 13, the provisions of the Special Act shall prevail. And the next company is registered company. If name shows a very simple kind of company. These are the companies that have been incorporated under the section under the Act of 2013 or under any previous company which company law, which is a Companies Act 1956 and registered with the registrar of the company. This is so simple. If any company is registered under the Companies Act, even 2013 or any other previous act, is a registered company. Next is a limited company. We have already discussed in a characteristic, in the feature, the limited company is a company limited by either share or a guarantee. Is termed as a limited company. The liability of every member here in the limited to the extent of the value of the shares held by them or extent of the amount such a member guaranteed to continue in the event of winding up of such company. So we will discuss one by one again. Company limited by shares. If we talking about limited by shares, then liability of a such member company is limited to the nominal value of the share held by them. No member can be called upon to pay anything more than the value of shares held by him. The company can shall upon the members to pay the unpaid portion of their shares at any time, irrespective of whether the company is going to concern or being wound up. These are the company limited by share. Here, all the members are liable for how much the shares held by them. And next is company limited by guarantee. A company wherein the members undertake to contribute to the asset of the company in the event of winding up. Such a company is a company limited by a guarantee. Unlike in a company limited by shares, the liability of member to contribute the guaranteed amount. Their member are bound to their unpaid share per share. But here in this case, they are limited by guaranteed amount. Event of winding up, such a company is limited by the guarantee. Unlike limited by shares, the liability of member to contribute the guaranteed amount arises only when the company is winding up and not even is a going concern. That is to say that the members are called upon to pay the guaranteed amount toward the asset of the company when the company has gone under liquidation. Next is a government company. No names suggest government company. That means a share held by the government. Simply, but we will discuss the section and act under the Companies Act 2013, subsection 45 of 2 says a company in which 51% or more of the paid up share capital is held by either the central government or the state government, or partially by central or partially by the state government, is a government company. Simply, obviously, government, if government has 51 or more than 51% share, then automatically government will be owner of the company. Next is a foreign company. Foreign company, according to subsection 42 of 2 of the Act, foreign company is any company or body corporate that is incorporated outside India. However, such a company must either have a place of a business in India by itself or through its agent in a physical or electronic manner, or it must conduct any business activity in India in any other manner. A foreign company is required to register itself with the registrar of companies within a stipulated time of 30 days from establishment of business in India. Its name suggests the foreign company. What is a foreign company? The share is the body corporate that is incorporated outside India is a foreign company. Hopefully, this session will help you. And thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you again.